Welcome to Perl Snacks, where in each snack video we cover a bite-sized piece of Perl, one that's easy to digest. In this snack video, we're going to be covering variables, the if control structure, and the while control structure. As usual, I'm going to be typing in Perl statements here in the white window on the left, and I'll be running those statements in the blue window on the right. This is the second Perl snack video, and for that reason, I'm going to call this program second.pl. I'm going to put in the shebang line, after which I'm going to put in a print statement. If you're not familiar with the shebang line and how the print function works, see snack video number 1. I'll make this program executable by changing its permissions. I'll run the program and it will print out the single line given to the print statement, which says, "How you doing?" And next, I'm going to have this program print out the numbers 1 through 20. And I'm going to do that with a while loop. In Perl, a while loop is started with the while keyword, followed by a conditional statement between parentheses, followed by the statement or statements that will be executed while this while loop is running, where the statements are between curly braces. I'm going to have a print statement that prints out the value of a variable each time this while loop is run. I'm going to call that variable number, and I'm going to follow that variable by a new line. So we haven't covered variables yet. Let's talk about what those are and how to create them and how to print them out. A variable is a placeholder for a value, where that value can be a string or a number or any given value that you can get into your computer. A variable name starts with a $, like that. The $, is called a sigil in Perl, S-I-G-I-L, and that $, will be followed by either a letter or underscore as the first character after the $. And that letter or underscore can then be optionally followed by additional letters, underscores, or numbers. So this is a valid variable. Also, this is a valid variable, and this is a valid variable. However, this is not a valid variable because that first character after the $, must be either an underscore or a letter. Variables can be assigned values by using the assignment operator in Perl. And the assignment operator is an equal sign. So let's say that you want to give number an initial value of 1. You could do so with the assignment operator just like that. We're going to be counting from 1 to 20, and I'm going to be printing out the value in the number variable. Now you might be thinking, well, if you just print out the value in number, it's just going to print out the number 1. If this program is left as is, that would be true, but we're going to increment this number variable each time through the loop, and we're going to do that with the increment operator. The increment operator is just 2 plus signs beside each other like that. This is the equivalent of typing in number equals number plus 1. What this is going to do is increment this number each time we go through the loop. We'll talk more about that increment operator in a future Perl snack video. Now in this while loop, we're printing out the value of number. We're next incrementing the value in the number variable by 1, and we're repeating the loop. Recall that a conditional statement must be between these parentheses after the while keyword. That conditional statement sets the condition under which the while loop will continue. We're going to run this loop as long as the number variable contains a number that's less than or equal to 20. At this point, this program should print out, "How you doing? I'm going to print out numbers 1 through 20. Then it should print out numbers 1 through 20 and quit. Let's see what happens. There we go. Let's talk a little bit more about the conditional statement between the parentheses after this while keyword. Conditional statements will be evaluated as either true or false. This conditional statement is true as long as the number contained in the number variable is less than or equal to 20. As soon as number reaches the number 21, the loop comes back around. The conditional statement is evaluated. 21 is not less than or equal to 20, and the while loop ends without executing the loop again. We use the less than or equal to operator here in our conditional statement. If we wanted to say greater than or equal to, we would reverse the direction of our angled bracket. That's greater than or equal to. And equal to is indicated by two equal signs. And of course, the less than sign looks like that. The greater than sign looks like that. Those are numerical comparison operators. If we had a string inside the number variable, then we would use string comparison operators. And the string comparison operators are EQ for equal, greater than or equal is given by GE, less than or equal is given by LE, less than is LT, and greater than is GT. So if the number variable contained a string, instead of having a greater than sign here, we'd have GT there. Or we could have LT for less than, so on and so forth. Now, I mentioned in the intro to this Perl snack that we were going to cover if control statements, and let's do that. I'm going to put an if control statement in this while loop, and an if control statement is indicated by the keyword if, followed by a conditional statement between parentheses, followed by additional statements between curly braces, just like the while loop. In this case, we have an if control structure inside a while loop. And what I'm going to do here is run this loop as long as number is less than or equal to 20. And here's how I'm going to do that. If number equals 20, we're going to exit the Perl program. And instead of relying on the conditional expression of the while loop to stop the loop, we're instead going to set the loop to run indefinitely and rely on the if control structure to stop the loop for us. And here's what I mean when I say I'll set the while loop to run indefinitely. I mentioned that this while loop will run as long as the statement between parentheses is evaluated to true. Here's how Perl evaluates something as being true or false. A number is true as long as it's not a 0. A string is true as long as it's not an empty string. Therefore, if we put a number 1 between the parentheses after the while loop, that while loop will run indefinitely because that 1 will always evaluate to true. So while 1 run this loop, we're going to use the if control structure to break out of this loop. We're going to break out of the loop once number reaches, actually let's make it break out of the loop once number reaches 21. That way it'll print out the 20, it'll reach 21, and then it will end. Let's test this out and see if this works like we want it to. It does. Fantastic. Let's summarize what we've covered in this Perl snack. We created this program using the shebang line and some print statements, which were covered in the previous Perl snack. We then looked at variables. We know that a variable starts with a sigil followed by a letter or underscore followed by additional letters, underscores, or numbers. We looked at while loops. We know that while loops will run as long as the statement between the parentheses following the while keyword are evaluated to true. And we looked at an if control structure, how to put that together, which is very similar to a while loop, except that if control structures don't loop. And while we were looking at variables, we also happened to cover the assignment operator, and we covered the auto increment operator, which is given by 2 plus signs. That's the Perl snack for today. Hopefully it was good for you and gives you mental food to become an even more excellent technical professional. Until next time, this is Daryl Pace from Optimal Computer Solutions, signing out.